Hello, today we're going to be talking about techniques to be successful at the Alamo Colleges. Hi, my name is Clayton Jaskinia and I'm going to be talking about stress management.
My name is Jenny Gomez and I'm going to be talking about effective time management.
My name is Elisha Perez and I'll be talking about studying effectively.
My name is Ernest and I'll be talking about student resources.
So time management is probably one of the most important skills that a student can have because time management is going to set the tone for anything that you do. In fact, time management is so important that USA Today's author Kendall Matthews, who is the vice president of a marketing firm, says, "You will accomplish more with less effort. Free time is necessary, reduces stress, and improves decision-making abilities." Effectively using time management is going to ensure that you have a successful student life. I want to share with you 3 tips that I use for effective time management. The first is setting time limits. It's important to allow yourself certain amounts of time for different activities because if you're like me, you're going to stray from that, and it's important to try to stick to that. I'm a mother of 3, so I'm definitely very busy. So time management for me is more than important, it's necessary. The second tip is adhering to those time limits. Setting time limits is easy, right? Anybody can do that. Sticking to them is what's going to be hard. So if it helps, set timers on your phone, set timers on your computers, do whatever you need to do to make sure that those time limits are met. And third is learning to say no. If you're like me, you're definitely going to want to try to help everybody. Unfortunately, you need to learn to put your academics first. If you know that you have a quiz or a project or homework that's due the next day, you have to make sure that you're focusing on that to get that done, and free time has to come last. Practicing all of those is going to make sure that not only you're successful as a student, but you're also going to be studying more effectively.
So there are multiple components in being a successful student, and the one I'll be addressing is studying effectively. You can't just go in with a negative mindset and say that you're going to study, because you'll be really frustrated in the beginning, and then you'll just add up onto the frustration as you go. So you have to sit down and study when you have a positive mindset and you're very focused. There are many techniques that you can use to help you when it comes to studying effectively. The first one that I would like to address is mnemonic devices. There's one that's being used in chemistry, and it is OILRIG, which is oxidation is loss of electrons and reduction is gain of electrons. It's something that's very simple to remember, but can help you in the long run when it comes to an exam time. There's also a note-taking strategy where you take very simple notes while you're in class so you can pick up on the cues that your professor is giving, and then you can also go back later and rewrite and fill in the notes that you missed during the lecture. Lastly, what you want to do is review what you've written and review what was taken in class. If you have to, you can even watch videos that your professor has uploaded to make sure you didn't miss out on any key notes. Because you want to make sure that the information is fresh on your mind, so when it comes to the exam, you won't have any freaking out because you forgot what you had learned. There are also many distractions that play into studying effectively. And one of the biggest ones is your phone. You always have it on you and you are always tempted to get on it. But if you put it away, you'll realize that you have more focus on your studying. So what you want to do is try to get away from the temptation of your phone and your computer by having resources that were given out, such as papers or a book. Also, the environment in which you study in can play a big role on how you study effectively. Because if you're at home, you'll be tempted to maybe lay down in your bed or watch TV. As to where if you're on campus, you'll see other people studying, so you'll be more influenced by that, and you'll be more focused, and you won't have as many distractions. If you have these distractions and you don't get around to studying, it can build up on your stress.
As college students, we all have stress in our lives. Well, what if I told you that stress shouldn't be a part of the college experience? According to the Princeton Review, many college students think that the more stressed out they are, the better students they are. That's actually false. The more stressed you are, it is because the worse your study habits are. The Princeton Review lays out 3 ways you can fix your stress by stress management. The first one is to take your attention off work you have to do and put it on stuff that you can do. For example, if you have to do 100 vocabulary words, do one every 15 minutes or whichever one works best for you. The second one is to listen to your brain. Just like in sports, when your ankle starts hurting, this is a sign that you need to take a break. Well, when you start getting stressed out, this is a sign that you also need to start taking a break. And the third way is to approach the task like something you like to do. So for example, if you like playing video games, well, with video games, there's a certain way you approach it. We'll approach your studying habits or your time at school like you're playing video games. And then according to campusmindworks.org, they also lay out some ways to avoid stress and help your stress management by avoiding procrastination, practice good sleep habits, limit your caffeine, learn your limits, find humor in everything you do, and seek support of friends and family, and also campus resources.
As you may or may not know, most colleges offer these campus resources, or student resources. Student resources are offered by colleges in order to help students with their success. PAC has several of these student resources. The Math Lab at Palo Alto is one of many and offers a peaceful environment to study in. Also allows access to computers and the math tutors, which can help with almost any math-related question. Another of these examples is the Writing Lab. The Writing Lab also offers a peaceful place to study, tutoring service, and computers. All student resources are not limited to academics. Some, like the Disability Center, offer help for students who otherwise cannot have these opportunities. The department head, Cindy Morgan, and a helpful staff offer opportunities to help these students with their success. They help with class scheduling, providing services such as scribing, loaning recorders, or even helping with extended testing time. There are only a few examples of these student resources, and to find out more, simply visit alamo.edu. The student resources here at Palo Alto make a difference, and they pave the way for student success. I encourage any and everyone to take full advantage of these services.
We hope that the techniques that we laid out today will help you all listening become successful students here at the Alamo Colleges. Thank you.
Thank you.